A really cute dinosaur-themed 3D platformer is now available to play. I've wanted to play Dino Cleanup for quite a while, so I had to make a quick video talking about my initial thoughts. Immediately, I love the pixel art style of the characters and the menu assets. I also am glad some accessibility options like disabling screen shake and disabling damage are already implemented, so that anyone can enjoy the game. That said, I'm playing with damage turned on because I like the challenge. Starting out, a big ball of goop slams into the ground, spreading into a large mess, and out comes the solution to that mess. A vacuum. This vacuum is Dino Cleanup's main gimmick. Aside from reaching a level's goal, there are two other types of things you can do to be a completionist. Cleaning 100% of the goop in a level rewards you with an essence of cleanliness, which can be used later to help revive the life tree. Similarly, each level has 3 golden dragonflies, and for every 2 that you collect, they can be traded in for a random cosmetic. Currently, there are 5 options. They're all super cute. After clearing the first level, you're brought to a messy, chaos-stricken area inhabited by some other friendly dinos. Terry, Prof, and also Triceratops, whose name I don't think we were ever actually told. Cleaning this area reveals that it's actually a hub world, which grows in size as you progress through the game, and features some secret areas that you can find if you go looking. This is something I used to love about a lot of games I played growing up, so it's really cool that Dino Cleanup features an extensive hub world. The third level is a bit of a fetch quest, where you have to find 3 eggs that belong to another friendly dino, and bring them each to the nest one by one. These eggs can be moved by pushing, pulling, or shooting, depending on the situation. I would say that this level is where the game picks up in difficulty a bit, and I died once before successfully beating it. With this level being a bit more difficult, it made it a lot more fun. I like how each of the golden dragonflies is retrieved by rolling an egg across difficult terrain to a tall platform, where you can then jump off of the egg for the extra necessary height. This level also teaches you that some dragonflies can be covered in goop. These gooped up guys need to be cleaned as well, and I missed this at first. Cleaning the ones in the river was an especially fun challenge in my opinion. After fully cleaning all of the levels so far, we get to use the essences of cleanliness we've collected to unlock a new area on the west side. Here we are introduced to a new kind of sticky goop, but we also unlock the ability to dash. This can be used to move across the ground more quickly, as well as to cross large gaps that are hard or impossible to cross otherwise. This level features a lot of gaps and moving platforms for you to traverse, so dashing is very useful. Falling off usually makes you respawn at the last checkpoint, but you could also stumble into a secret underwater area. Once you make it to the far end of the level and clean off Bruce, he kindly carries you to the end of the level. In the final level of this public playtest, we unlock the Hover Overdrive, which is very fun to use. After pressing Y, you begin burning off goop you vacuumed up, which can be used to propel yourself in the air, allowing you to cross very large gaps. However, once you run out of goop to burn, you will fall, so be careful. There are also bouncing mushrooms, which you can use to gain a lot of height to reach the top and clear the level. But along the way, there are a few clever secrets for you to find. I'm not going to completely spoil them though. Go play this game and find them for yourself, because it is a lot of fun. Now, I will be honest, I have a few small nitpicks of the game currently. First, it would be nice if you could move the camera a bit more, but it's mostly locked to one perspective. I know this is an intentional design choice, but it also makes precise jumps north or south a bit harder because of poor depth perception. Also, it could be cool if there was more use for angling the vacuum downward just in the level design. The default angle is very good about cleaning most patches of goop, and angling upward makes it easier to grab dragonflies, but there's only really one goop patch that's easier to clean with a downward angle, so it didn't feel like a very useful tool. That said, I would not be surprised if the final release has more use for this mechanic, and we'll just have to wait and see. Finally, sometimes when trying to move quickly, I'll dash until I reach a gap where I need to jump and dash across, but for some reason in certain scenarios I would jump, but just be unable to dash until I hit the ground, and I would just fall off into the water below. It could just be a skill issue on my part, but also just in general, I feel like there's a bit too much delay between dashes. Now those are just a few minor things I noticed during my first playthrough on version 0.0.13, so some of those things could have even been changed by the time newer versions came out. Otherwise, this game is very cute and very fun so far. One of the main selling points to me was that Dino Cleanup feels like a modern classic 3D platformer, like something I would play as a kid. And my favorite of these, Super Mario Sunshine, also heavily focuses around the theme of cleaning up the stage. I'm very excited for the final release of this game, and that's why I made this little video to try and raise a tiny bit more awareness for Dino Cleanup before the public playtest ends around noon on May 17th. If you think you would enjoy playing, then I would highly suggest trying it out. I'll link the official Dino Cleanup website in the description below. Thanks for watching.